All right, this is question number 5 on geometry homework number 5. So this question is similar to the percent question that we solved in class on Friday. This one says, explain how to solve this problem in complete sentences, then solve it. Bob's Chocolate Shop usually sells candy bars for $3.99. So that's an important number. We'll go ahead and circle it. However, they want to have a candy bar sale for their customers. They are debating between a 25% sale and a 45% sale. How much less would a customer pay with the 45% sale compared to the 25% sale? So we're basically trying to figure out how much would a customer pay for a 25% sale, how much would a customer pay for a 45% sale, and what's the difference between those two? So since the question says explain how to solve this problem in complete sentences, then solve it, we're gonna actually write out some sentences, kind of like what we did in class on Friday with our written math explanation. So we're gonna say, first, I will change the decimals, or the percents, not decimals, into decimals. We know that after we've changed the percents into decimals, then we can find the percentage by multiplying. So we'll say, next, I will multiply the decimals times, and what we're multiplying it by is the original price. So in this case, $3.99 is our original price. So times $3.99. And that will give us two separate numbers. We'll have the discount for 25% and we'll have the discount for 45%. Once we have those, the question is asking how much less would a customer pay. So we need to compare those two numbers. Just like in class, we compare them by subtracting them. So we'll say, finally, I will subtract the two discounts to find how much a customer would save. And it's really important that we have that part because that actually answers the question here. So now that we have our plan, let's go ahead and solve. Changing the percents into decimals. 25%, as we talked about in class, we're gonna write as 0 point something something. And when we cover up that decimal, we need this to say 25. So 25, our decimal will be 0.25. 0.4 or 45%, we're gonna do the same thing. So 0 point something something, cover up that, we need that to say 45. And our decimal is gonna be 0.45. Our second step, we said we would multiply the decimals times $3.99. So each of these needs to be multiplied by $3.99. I'm gonna get out my calculator really quickly here so that we can actually multiply those. And this is gonna involve some interesting rounding, so I want you to watch carefully what I'm gonna do. So unlike you guys who all have your scientific calculator out, I'm using a cell phone calculator. You are not going to do this. Okay, so I'm gonna type in 0.25 times $3.99, and I get 0.9975. So this is kind of interesting because that's not a, excuse the announcement. Okay, so this is not a money amount. We couldn't say $0.9975. We know that money amounts can have two decimals, but we also want to make sure that we're rounding. So if I look at this 7, everything 7 or 5 and above is going to round up. So this would make this go up. 9 going up 1 would be 10. 10 would make this go up. 9 going up 1 would be 10. So technically this is going to round into $1 exactly. So when we round it and we make it a money amount, we're going to say $1. So if we ask ourselves, like, what does this number represent? This is going to be the amount of discount if we have 25% off. That's not how much we would pay. That's how much they're going to take off the price. Let's do the same thing with the next one. So again, I'm going to type in 0.45 times my price, $3.99, and I get another number that we're going to need to round. So again, I can have two decimal places for a number. I'm going to look at this third number here, 5. Anything 5 or above is going to round up, so that makes this one into a 10, which would make this one into an 8. So 179.55 is going to round into 180. Again, if we think about what this number represents.
From Chicago Midway on Southwest Flight 3902, your bags are coming up here on carousel number 4. Many bags do look alike, so please take a moment to check that name tag before you take a bag out of here tonight. Snowboard, skis, hockey sticks, and golf bags are going to come up on the vertical carousel, across from carousel number 3 on the other side of the escalator. Car seats, booster seats, boxes.
Okay, we'll just talk over the announcement. So if we think of what this number represents, 180, that's the amount of money that they're going to take off at a 45% discount. So again, we don't pay this amount. That's the amount they take off of the $399 price. So if we look at what the question is asking, how much less would a customer pay with a 45% sale compared to a 25% sale? So this is the amount they're going to take off for a 25% sale, amount they're going to take off for a 45% sale. We need to subtract the two to figure out how much less. So I'm going to take $1, or 180, since that's the larger number, and I'm going to subtract $1. 0 minus 0 is 0, 8 minus 0 is 8, carry down my decimal, 1 minus 0 is 0. So if we answer this question, how much less would a customer pay with a 45% sale compared to a 25% sale? We can say a customer would pay 80 cents less with a 45% sale compared to a 25% sale. And that is your final answer.